With West Ham United in with a rare shout of European football, the first since 2016, you'd be forgiven for wondering how qualification actually works. In today's video we will tell you how the 7 spots are currently allocated and what happens when domestic and European Cup winners are taken into account. In this episode of Hammers Chat Insights we will give our best explanation, a couple of examples and hopefully demystify the process. Before we crack on, next season we will see the debut of the new European football competition, the Europa Conference League. For the sake of this video however, and to try and avoid confusion, we will refer to this as the conference. If you wish to know more about this new competition then please check the video linked in the description or at the end of this video. Currently, this season, England have 7 spots in European football, 4 in the Champions League and 3 in the Europa League. However, with the introduction of the conference, next season is slightly different. England retains the 4 elite Champions League spots with 2 in the Europa League and 1 in the conference. So, how are these spots decided? The top 4 of the Premier League will qualify for the Champions League, while 5th enters into next season's Europa League alongside the winner of the FA Cup. Meanwhile, the winners of the Carabao Cup will be rewarded with a conference spot for the 2021-22 season. However, as we all know, the domestic cup winners can and tend to be top 6 sides. So how does this impact the European qualification process? Let's take a look. The Carabao Cup final at the end of April is between Manchester City and Spurs. If the eventual winner also qualifies for European football via their league position, then the club who finishes 6th in the league will be awarded the conference allocation. Likewise for the FA Cup, if it is won by a side who is already qualified for the Champions League or the Europa via the league, the FA Cup allocated the Europa League spot gets awarded to the team highest in the league who didn't qualify for Europe. Let's break this down with some examples. Here's a potential final league table. Man City, Man United, Leicester City and Chelsea make up the top 4 and therefore qualify for the Champions League. 5th place Liverpool would qualify for the Europa League, however West Ham would fail to qualify as they finish in 6th. Now in this scenario, if Man City won the Carabao Cup, then the Hammers would get a spot in the conference, given City already qualified for Europe through the league. However, if Spurs won, they would qualify and Irons would again have no European reward. If a side in the top 5 won the FA Cup, say Manchester United for example, then West Ham would be rewarded with an FA Cup allocated Europa League spot. If it was won by a side not in the top 5, such as Southampton, then 6 would again not get European football. Ideally, West Ham would want Manchester City to beat Spurs and then one of Man City, Man United, Leicester City or Chelsea to win the FA Cup. This would mean the Hammers going on a European tour. One more thing to consider is if a domestic club was to win either European competition, it would also alter the allocations. The winners of the Champions League automatically qualify for next season's Champions League, so if it's won by an English side that finishes in the top 4, nothing changes. However, if the Champions League was won by a side outside the top 4, that team would get Champions League alongside the top 4, meaning 5 teams from England would play in next season's tournament. Similarly with the Europa League, the winners get Champions League football regardless of domestic league position and no additional spot is given to England should a side who finish in the top 4 win the Europa League. How could this impact West Ham United then? Here's our second final table, with West Ham finishing above Chelsea in 4th, therefore qualifying for the Champions League. If Chelsea won this season's Champions League in this scenario, they would join West Ham in Europe's elite competition. If Spurs, who finished 7th in this table, won the Europa League, they would also qualify for the Champions League. However, if both Chelsea and Spurs finished outside the top 4 and won their respective competitions, they'd both qualify for the Champions League. The problem? England have a maximum amount of teams next season in the top competition, which is 5. This means 4 spot would not qualify for the Champions League and would instead feature in the Europa League. There you have it. 1st to 4th get Champions League, 5th gets Europa, and we need Manchester City to win both domestic cups, so 6th and 7th get European football too, and avoid an unlikely nightmare scenario with Tottenham, Liverpool, Arsenal and Chelsea in their European campaigns. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it or at least learned something, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you next time for another Hammers Chat Insights.